Once upon a time, in the grand city of London, inside a place called Marlborough House, a prince named George was born in 1865. George was not just any prince. He was the son of Prince Edward, who would later become King Edward VII, and Princess Alexandra. Little George had an exciting childhood. He had a brother named Prince Albert Victor, and together they learned many things at home. They were taught by tutors and even learned to speak different foreign languages. When George grew up, something very important happened in 1910. His father, King Edward VII, passed away. This meant that George would now be the king, so he became King George V. Around this time, George had already married a lovely lady named Mary of Teck. Together, they faced many challenges, especially during a difficult period known as World War I. It was also during his reign that George made a big decision. He changed his royal family's name to Windsor to sound more British, as before it had a German-sounding name. This was very important to him because he wanted his family to stand united with the people of Britain. King George V had a son named Edward, who was supposed to take his place as king. But Edward decided he didn't want to be king because he fell in love with a woman and wanted to marry her, which was a big royal dilemma. So, King George V wasn't sure what to do at first. Finally, he decided that the next king would be his other son, Albert. But Albert preferred to use another of his names, George, when he became king, so he became known as King George VI. When King George V passed away in 1936, the crown passed to King George VI. King George VI had a daughter named Elizabeth, and she would become very famous.